what Steve and Doug have built over the last 19 years has really become the gold standard in the industry. You know, for an installer to be successful in this space, you have to help solve problems for OEMs and systems integrators, not create more. You know, I'm very appreciative to have the opportunity to continue, you know, not only having that flawless execution for our customers, but to grow the company now in new ways. Yeah, I think our immediate top three priorities are really going to be expanding our market reach with OEMs and systems integrators. Also looking at complementary markets or industry segments where we can expand as well. And then really focusing on continuing our flawless execution as we continue to grow and expand and scale. So I think Zone 4's commitment to challenge accepted and my leadership philosophy really align because of ownership and accountability. You know, when our team commits that we're going to take on a project or we're going to deliver a quote or something, we commit to that and we're going to be accountable to do what we say we're going to do. And that very much aligns with my leadership philosophy as well. It's okay for us to be brave and say no to things that maybe we really want to do, but in the moment, the right decision is to say no. But once we say yes and we have that challenge accepted, you're going to get our full ownership and accountability. I think the biggest disruption that we see coming to the material handling industry in the next 5 years is really going to be, when does that dam break of the last few years? We've really been in a weird economic, geopolitical climate where a lot of things have just stalled. And we expect in the next few years that dam's really going to break, and small to mid-sized companies are really going to start to increase their speed of automation or speed to adopt automation to keep up with some of the really large players. And how do we all keep up, from OEMs, systems integrators, installers? How do we keep up with that rush of business that we know is coming in the next few years? I think at Zone 4, what we're trying to do is get ready for that. Be ready to scale and be ready to kind of answer that demand that we know is coming in the next few years. From my experience, the three most critical factors for us to deliver a project is being on budget, being on time, and with 100% customer satisfaction. And we achieve those goals by putting a lot of emphasis on pre-planning to make sure that we're highly aligned with our client before we ever start an installation on site, maintaining transparent communication throughout the entire project, and ensuring if and when there is a problem that we really dive in with our client to find a really good solution.